Canada, a land of breathtaking beauty, friendly people, and a really expensive housing market. From the stunning Rocky Mountains to the vibrant cities like Toronto and Vancouver, Canada offers a unique blend of natural wonders and urban sophistication. But beneath this picturesque surface lies a complex economic landscape. It's true, in many Canadian cities, owning a home feels like a distant dream, especially for young people. The housing market has seen unprecedented growth, with prices skyrocketing in recent years. This has made it increasingly difficult for first-time buyers to enter the market, leading to a sense of frustration and disillusionment among the younger generation. And yet, we're also seeing incredible innovation, particularly in green energy. Canada is at the forefront of the renewable energy revolution, investing heavily in solar, wind, and hydroelectric power. These initiatives not only help combat climate change, but also create new jobs and opportunities in the green sector. So what's the real story with the Canadian economy in 2024? Let's take a closer look. The economy is a mixed bag of challenges and opportunities, with various sectors experiencing different levels of growth and decline. Understanding these dynamics is crucial for anyone looking to navigate the Canadian economic landscape. We face some tough challenges, there's no doubt about that. The job market is evolving, with traditional industries like manufacturing facing decline, while tech and service sectors are on the rise. This shift requires workers to adapt and acquire new skills to stay relevant in the changing job market. Inflation is making life more expensive. The cost of living has increased, affecting everything from groceries to gas prices. This has put a strain on household budgets, making it harder for families to make ends meet. The government is under pressure to find solutions to curb inflation and provide relief to citizens. The housing market feels out of reach for many. With demand outstripping supply, prices continue to soar, making it difficult for average Canadians to afford homes. This has led to a rise in rental markets and alternative housing solutions as people look for more affordable living options. And then there's that pesky national debt. Canada's national debt has been a growing concern, with government spending outpacing revenue. This has implications for future generations, as the burden of debt repayment could limit economic growth and investment in critical areas like healthcare and education. But it's not all doom and gloom. Canada is a land of resilience and innovation. Despite the challenges, there are numerous success stories of businesses and communities thriving. From small startups to large corporations, Canadian ingenuity is making waves on the global stage. Canada has immense opportunities too. The country's diverse economy offers a range of prospects for growth and development. Whether it's in technology, healthcare, or renewable energy, there are plenty of avenues for investment and innovation. Our green energy sector is booming. With a strong commitment to sustainability, Canada is leading the way in renewable energy projects. This not only helps reduce carbon emissions, but also positions the country as a global leader in the fight against climate change. Tech innovation is attracting global attention and investment. Canada's tech scene is vibrant, with numerous startups and established companies making significant strides in various fields, from artificial intelligence to biotechnology. This has drawn international investors, further boosting the economy, and new trade agreements are opening doors for Canadian businesses. These agreements facilitate easier access to international markets, allowing Canadian products and services to reach a broader audience. This not only boosts exports but also strengthens economic ties with other countries. In this essay, we'll unpack these challenges and opportunities. We'll delve into the intricacies of the Canadian economy, exploring the factors driving growth and those posing obstacles. By understanding these elements, we can better navigate the economic landscape and make informed decisions. We'll also explore what the future might hold for the Canadian economy, and most importantly, for you. From emerging trends to potential policy changes, we'll examine what lies ahead and how it could impact your life. Join us as we take a comprehensive look at Canada's economic journey and its future prospects. Let's talk about groceries. It's something we all need, and it's something we all notice when prices go up. Whether it's the fresh produce, the dairy section, or even the canned goods, the rising costs are hard to ignore. Remember when a carton of eggs cost, well, a reasonable amount? It wasn't that long ago when you could buy a dozen eggs without thinking twice. Now it feels like you need to budget just for breakfast. Yeah, those days feel long gone. That's inflation for you. It's not just about the numbers on a chart, it's about the real impact on our daily lives. When shelves are empty or prices are sky high, it's a stark reminder of how inflation affects us all. In simple terms, it means your money doesn't stretch as far as it used to. You might have the same amount in your wallet, but it buys you less and less each time you go shopping. It's a frustrating reality for many Canadians. In October 2024, inflation in Canada hit 2%. That might not sound like a lot, but it's significant. It's within the Bank of Canada's target range, but still higher than many experts predicted. This means that while the economy is somewhat stable, the cost of living continues to rise. That's within the Bank of Canada's target range, but still higher than many experts predicted. Economists are constantly analyzing these numbers, trying to understand the underlying causes and potential solutions. It's a complex puzzle with many moving parts. Why? Well, gas prices are a big factor. When the cost of fuel goes up, it affects everything from transportation to production costs. It's a ripple effect that touches every part of the economy. They've been all over the map lately. One week, prices might be down, and the next, they're through the roof. This volatility makes it hard for businesses and consumers to plan and budget effectively. But it's not just gas. The cost of living encompasses so much more. From housing to healthcare, every aspect of our lives is touched by inflation. Housing costs, which make up a big chunk of our expenses, are still stubbornly high. Whether you're renting or buying, the market is tough. High demand and limited supply keep prices elevated, making it difficult for many to find affordable housing. And let's not forget about food prices. Every trip to the grocery store is a reminder of how inflation impacts our daily lives. Families are feeling the pinch, having to make tough choices about what to buy and what to leave on the shelf. That's inflation in action, hitting us right where it hurts. It's a complex issue with no easy solutions, but understanding it is the first step towards finding ways to cope and adapt. Let's talk about the elephant in the room: housing. For many Canadians, owning a home feels like an impossible dream. Prices have been skyrocketing for years. And it's not just in big cities like Toronto and Vancouver anymore. Higher interest rates are making mortgages more expensive, which cools down the market a bit. But affordability remains a huge issue. Young people especially are finding it tough to enter the market. Renting isn't much better, with rents also on the rise. The government knows this is a problem. They've launched ambitious plans to build more affordable housing, but it's a long road ahead. Here's the thing, running a country is expensive, and sometimes governments have to spend more than they take in. That's where national debt comes in. Canada's debt has been growing, and that worries some economists. Why should you care? Well, a big national debt can lead to higher taxes down the road. It can also make it harder for the government to respond to unexpected crises like a global recession. The good news is that Canada has a strong track record of managing its finances. But it's still something we need to keep an eye on. Now for some good news. Amidst the constant barrage of worrying headlines, there's a silver lining that's worth celebrating. Remember those climate change reports that kept you up at night? The ones that painted a grim picture of our planet's future? Well, Canada's actually doing something about it. Our government has taken significant steps to combat climate change, implementing policies that promote renewable energy sources. Our green energy sector is booming, and it's creating jobs and attracting investment. This isn't just a small-scale effort, it's a nationwide movement. Solar power is leading the charge, with more and more solar farms popping up across the country. These solar farms are not only reducing our carbon footprint, but also providing sustainable energy to thousands of homes. Wind energy is also a major player. The vast open spaces of our countryside are now dotted with wind turbines, harnessing the power of the wind to generate clean electricity. And let's not forget about hydroelectricity, a clean energy source we've been harnessing for decades. Our rivers and lakes are powering homes and businesses, contributing to a greener future. This shift to green energy isn't just good for the environment, it's good for the economy too. It's creating new industries and job opportunities, revitalizing communities, and driving technological innovation. It's positioning Canada as a leader in a rapidly growing global market. Our commitment to green energy is setting an example for other nations to follow, proving that economic growth and environmental sustainability can go hand in hand. The future is bright and it's green. With continued investment and innovation, Canada is on track to become a powerhouse in the global green energy sector. So let's keep pushing forward for the sake of our planet and future generations. Tech innovation, a beacon of hope. From self-driving cars to artificial intelligence, the tech sector is exploding globally, and Canada is right in the thick of it. We're not just consumers of technology anymore, we're creators. Canadian startups are attracting attention and funding from Silicon Valley and beyond. Our universities are producing highly skilled graduates, and major tech companies are setting up shop in cities like Toronto, Vancouver, and Montreal. This tech boom is creating high-paying jobs and boosting economic growth. It's also cementing Canada's reputation as a global innovation hub. New horizons in trade. Remember that old saying, don't put all your eggs in one basket. It applies to economies too. That's why Canada is busy signing new trade agreements with countries around the world. These agreements open up new markets for Canadian businesses to sell their goods and services. They also give Canadian consumers more choices and often lower prices. Diversifying our trade relationships makes the Canadian economy more resilient to global shocks. It's a win-win for businesses and consumers. Navigating the future. So what does the future hold for the Canadian economy? The short answer is, it's complicated. There are reasons to be both optimistic and cautious. On the plus side, inflation is expected to stabilize, and the Bank of Canada is working hard to keep it under control. The government is taking steps to address the housing crisis, though it will take time to see results. However, global uncertainty, like the possibility of a recession and volatile oil prices, could throw a wrench in the works. We're not an island. What happens in the rest of the world affects us too. What lies ahead? The Canadian economy is at a crossroads. We face real challenges, but we also have incredible opportunities. So what can you do? Stay informed, pay attention to economic news and how government policies might affect you. Make informed financial decisions. And remember, even small actions like supporting local businesses can make a difference. Canada's story is still being written. Let's make it a good one.